get it done. Let's engage for game number 3. Then it comes down to one more match between these two teams to find out who's going to be taking it. One more game to find it out. I mean, would you say that the first game's draft was Super Vici favored?
Yes.
So we want a nice even draft in this game 3, because right now it's gone with the draft. These drafts have been very, very important. We want a nice even draft in game number 3 to really find out which team has the gameplay advantage. But, might not come down to that. Let's find out what happens here.
And here's the thing. Even though last game I conceded that Aries had a far better draft, I still thought Vici were the better team. But after that last game's performance, I don't think Vici outclassed them as much as I thought that they did. And if they do get outdrafted, there's a very, very big chance that they're just going to get knocked out of this tournament by Aries.
There's 2 heroes that stand out for me in this series, especially in this game 3, that I think we should keep an eye out for. One of them is Lina. That's obvious one. The second one is actually Mars. I think this is a very key hero in the playstyle that all the Chinese teams have been building up to in this current tournament. So let's see who gets it, because it's felt so good the past games and even yesterday as well.
Right, and we haven't seen as many Marses as I thought we would.
Oh, they got it. BG got it. Snap pick. And the Earth Spirit.
Earth Spirit. Take it away, Effie.
Vici also have an excellent Earth Spirit player, and during the major, when no other teams were picking Earth Spirit because it just fell out of favor, 2 teams were, and they were Vici and Evil Geniuses. So it's nice to see that kind of throwback, and I'm really excited to see more Earth Spirit play. Lots of good Dota. I already talked about the Earth Spirit and Lina synergy last game, so I really don't want to keep repeating the same points. But just for anyone who just showed up, Earth Spirit is a hero who can play very well with Lina, because not only can he gank her lane, but he does tank for her in the first 10 minutes of the game, and they can play together and always find kills.
They're best friends IRL as well. They go to the cinema a lot together. They have a blog which they share.
Do they get their nails done too? That would be so cute.
They do.
Wow.
Get on it, artists.
I'm sure it's pretty hard to file Earth Spirit's nails.
Probably need a chisel.
Yeah, exactly. Brood.
Whoa!
No,
Aster. No, that didn't work.
Exactly. 1, it didn't work. 2, it's like you're not countering anything in VG's lineup to begin with, and 3 bans is not enough to cover a Brood Mother anymore. People know how to play and lane against this hero. Exactly. Yeah. Like they're gonna ban Tide, then they're gonna have to ban Axe, and then they're gonna have to ban Naga. They're gonna have to ban like Magnus. They're gonna have to ban like
Mars.
7 heroes.
If they don't ban Mars, Vici should be taking it 100%.
And VG will get the 2 heroes that I just said were going to be very important in this series. And then I'm just going to give the win to VG. We don't even need to play this game out. Let's just go next.
I mean, this is only half a joke, right? Like this is pretty detrimental. I don't know. Maybe this is like a big, smoke cloud. Oh, maybe it's the Brood 5.
10 seconds remaining.
Okay, the only smoke cloud is like VG, 5-head themselves or 6-head themselves here, and then they like pick bad heroes and then play into the Brood, or somehow.
That doesn't sound like a 6-head. That sounds like a 1-head.
Yeah, exactly. So whatever it is, the only way is if VG just forget how to counter Brood and they just start picking heroes that Brood counters.
Vici Gaming's
so they did ban the mag, and the Mars is in the pool.
Wow, Mars is in the pool. If they don't pick it up here on the side of Vici, I'll be very upset. It just synergizes so well with Lina.
To be fair, though,
much kill potential with Earth Spirit.
They can do all
excellent.
They're not really in a rush to take Mars, because Aries is not going to get Mars. They got the Brood, so they can technically pick the 5 first and then go for the Mars right after.
Yeah, sure.
They do play Mars mid Aries, so it's possible they can take it on their mid laner.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Don't want to play Mars mid against Lina.
True, that also sounds dire.
That sounds like a disaster, and you will die to Earth Spirit rotations.
probably isn't as bad as we would think, because you got Bulwark, you can tank up quite a bit, but I just don't see any of these Chinese teams playing Mars mid right now. I think the meta is just like ranged mid guys who can make rotations and farm decently fast. So it's going to be like Invoker, Lina, TA, Puck. I think those are, or Storm Spirit. Yeah, those are pretty much the main mid laners that we've seen.
We've seen Doom, but yeah. Actually, no, we've seen
But
Doom
you guys
mostly
have
in
to
the
understand
Cosmod.
that when there's an Earth Spirit in the game, it's not just Alina mid.
And there's a
True.
Grim now. I like it. That's a hero that boosts Earth Spirit very well. With the Ink Swell, he rolls in. You got the chain stuns there. Then he can roll again. It's just a lot of chaos. Plus the Stroke of Fate against the Broodmother. I'm still waiting to see the one shot in a professional game.
One day it'll happen. But not just that, Soulbind against Broodmother is very good as well. Grimstroke in general, his kit excels in playing against Broodmother, and if you Inkswell the Earth Spirit's a very high range hero. He can lock down this Broodmother. He can catch her.
I also like that VG is not playing into the Winter Wyvern here as well. Like, they haven't picked a hero that is actually weak against Wyvern. As of right now, everything they have is gonna do well. It's gonna be able to catch like Earth Spirit too, silence, stun onto the Wyvern, be able to reach all the way into the back line. Magnetize is gonna do damage to multiple heroes, so Wyvern can't really just heal up one guy.
Right.
Best of bio too.
That's true for sure. Because Wyvern will heal through all kinds of DPS in this day and age with this patch.
Ooh. Nice, we got some Tusks coming out. I like this guy.
So, Tusk Brood, it's a very known lane. The tag team with the spiders, lots of potential for damage output in the early game. There's also Snowball, which is a nice save, but there's nothing to save against here, really. Right?
All right, Mira, now. Let's just go home. Everyone, pack it up.
But they got Nomad. The Mars. We said they were going to take it. They took
Mars.
It. I don't know how Aries gives it away.
Yeah, shut down the stream, guys. We'll be back for game number or series number 3 once they've concluded this, because they got to play it out. But yeah, they got the combo.
I'm just very upset that they chose to ban Tidehunter over banning Mars. That just makes no sense. We saw it from the first pick. Maybe they had an idea here that was more important than banning the Mars. But what is that idea exactly? Like, what are they going for? How are they going to play against this?
I think Aries probably didn't really understand why they won themselves in game number 2. Sometimes when you're drafting, you have this natural sense of like, okay, let's pick this, let's ban that. You don't really conceptualize why you're picking something. And maybe they're like going into game 3 off the hype of game 2, and they're like, oh, we're just better than them, so we just have to pick whatever we think is good. Because it didn't really make sense, the Brood pick. And then, like, unless they're going to put this Brood mid or something, but then you're already against Alina. It doesn't make sense either. So you pick this Brood that you just beat, and then you don't ban the hero that literally shut down the Brood, and everything just feels very awkward right now. Spectre pick is kind of interesting. I see some potential for Snowball with this hero. I think it's good against Lina too, just to be able to get on top of her. But I think the game is still stacked against Aries right now.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, so Spectre is very durable. She doesn't suffer that much in the early stages of the games, given she has a team behind her. And obviously the hunt into a long-range hero like Lina who's going to stay in the backlines is very valuable. But I don't really see her having a great game, because if you look at the heroes on Vici and the synergy that they have together, and just the potential to kill any hero on their team with just one Mars arena, how is a singular Spectre going to salvage this game?
Yeah, it's like the Wraith King all over again. Just too many boxes to tick. One hero can't really do it all.
That Wraith King made no sense at all, to be fair.
Spectre makes a bit of sense.
So they banned Medusa and PL. They're just covering their Spectre, really, with these 2 bans. And these are very popular contested heroes. PL not so much, actually. I don't think we've seen a single PL game yet.
No, I don't think we have. Kind of fallen out of it. I mean, it's kind of the same pool of carry heroes which is being picked over and over. A couple of variations here and there. We've had some Sven, we've had some Klings, we've had some fun.
So, in Interestingly enough, Vici banned Darkseer.
They didn't ban Axe
Oh,
on
you think they're
Aster.Aries.
expecting the mid brood? Is that the Aries play here? Is that what they're thinking about? Again, they're against Lina. Like Lina is actually really good against mid brood.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
do run the brood mid as well, so it's not completely unusual, but yeah.
There is potential for a mid brood here. They're just covering their bases. It looks like they banned an offlane here and they banned a mid here. Okay, that makes more sense. They're just making sure that the pesky heroes they don't want to play with or against are out of the way.
And Aries is going to have to pick and show where the lanes are going to, and then BG just get the counter pick with their carry. I think Axe is also still in the pool, so they still have to worry about that. Plus, Axe is incredibly good against Spectre. Like, there is the Spectre canceling the Axe's blink thing, but carry Axe doesn't care about that, right? He can just linger on in the fight, or he can just start the initiation on anyone else. But that Manta split plus the pure damage on Spectre, she just gets destroyed.
Vici Gaming's turn to pick.
Doom. Okay, so flex, right? They're flexing it even though they don't have the last pick. Doom can go offlane or Brood can go offlane. Brood can go mid. BG just had to pick something that's good against Doom and Brood, and I think this looks just too good of an Axe game here.
It does. It does.
So the interesting thing about their Brood and Doom flex is that regardless, Lina is going to have a good lane. She's not concerned about that. It's more so about the offlane.
Whoa. What? New hero?
Anti-mage.
You know what? They do have the tools to play for Protect 1 with their first 4 heroes. I think they could have picked any carry here.
Yeah, they could have really...
Question is why, though?
And still had a good game.
Anti-mage?
Well, because Anti-Mage does hit his timings faster than Spectre does, and you can just end the game at a certain point. So long as you're playing the 4 Protect 1 correctly, and Anti-Mage gets his items, he will be ready to end the game with you once he's got his first 3 items, you know? And he always comes online faster than a Spectre, but in the late game situation, he does not outcarry a Spectre. You also have to keep in mind he is playing against the Doom.
So, I don't know.
Vici don't want to take this late game.
I think they just went from having like an 80+% win rate down to 60. I think they actually lost points from picking anti-mage in the situation. You're right.
I agree.
They could have picked any carry, to be fair, but I think they picked one of the worst carries in the situation. Although I still think they're in a good position, but they weren't in a better position without their fifth hero. At least that's how I felt about seeing that last AM pick. But regardless, the other 4 heroes are really good, and there's this weakness part now, right? Because there's a Brood mid. Brood can invade your jungle, sit in there. There's a potential that AM might now find place to farm.
That's true, but hopefully the Mars, the Lina, the Earthspirit Grim combo can just kick Brood out, and they shouldn't have a problem killing her. So I'm gonna go with Vici here.
Go on Vici. Okay, Theban, I feel like you're heading the same way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with VG, but they like I said, they lost a few points. They're a little bit less confident now.
They disappointed him.
Yeah.
They disappointed him with the loss.
Yeah. Just because you can pick anti-mage doesn't mean you should pick anti-mage. But Vici, they want to flex, they want to have some fun, they want to go for it, and they do go for it. They're going to pick anti-mage. Will it be enough to carry them through this third and final game and secure their spot in the playoffs? Let's find out with B-Cup and Mo Farah.
Thank you very much. There we go. Back to the front line for me. B-Cop and Mo Farah. It's great. I feel like we're back to normality, right?
Yeah, I feel much better about that. That was. I'm glad no one's taken on our advice.
As you should. Our advice is
30 seconds to battle.
pretty high MMR combined.
Yeah, always flawless.
We'll say, the only person I can see disagreeing with all the anti-mage hate is Black. I feel like he'd be like, this is a great anti-mage game.
I mean, it's a pretty good AM game. The whole lack of catch. You could go and make a cup of coffee before the Doom actually gets to cast a spell before you can use counterspell. So, yeah, I think it's okay.
Yeah, as long as he's on it, maybe they can get that counter spell and reflect it right on back.
I just really want.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
He took mana burn, right?
Yep.
Level 1.
Oh,
no. He's so dead.
Yeah, very dead. Tag team, they found him.
Right, game's over.
Never mind.
Get next. What I was really hoping for is that the Aster.Aries do win, because, you know, Panel were very adamant that if the Mars got picked, that the game was over.
Is that how we have to do this now? Like, because we're the duo casting, do we have to, like, be against the panel that panels?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, everybody for themselves kind of thing.
Yeah.
We're not a team anymore.
We are. They. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can get behind.
Yeah, in all seriousness, though, I think Vici Straff looks really strong. They look really good. I would favour them heavily. Yeah.
They're in a situation like this because of the group that they're in, though, right? Like, yeah, they lost Aster.Aries. They lose one game, and it does go 1-1. But you're also in a group against Elephant and LGD. Like, that's not just like, oh, Vici shouldn't be here. It was going to be either Vici, LGD, or Elephant who were in this position, right?
Yeah, but even if they weren't gonna, even if they weren't in the same groups, if they want to win the tournament, they have to play them at some point, right?
Yeah.
So you have to be better than them if you want to win. Might as well play them now.
See how Poyo does. Yeah.
This Lina has 8 denies in the mid lane.
8 and 8. Make a wish.
What is happening?
Well, you know, it's that long wind up that you need as a Doom. So I would
he got
say
the Frost Armor creep. Okay.
Or he basically has a free time denying. Ooh, that courier. Oh. Just surviving. Roll comes out. They land the spear on Uwu. Boulder smash hits on both Uwu as well as Siamese Cat. They have the damage to get this kill. It's going to be close. PYW trying to help out, and Uwu will pop that wand and survive.
Yeah, he has a fairy fire as well.
Phoenix going to go down here to DY. I kind of like this Arcana for Spectre.
No, I really hate the blade mail animation. That's the thing I really dislike about it.
But I like the voice. Now, I think it's meant to look like Phantom Assassin, right? Because that's the lore. The Spectre is Phantom Assassin.
Right, I mean, you could ask me any question about lore, I'd just have to agree with you.
Okay. Now we take a closer look at the Spectre. Arcana.
It's all over the place.
And then I think every line backwards with this Arcana? I have no idea. But it's all echoey and lost in time.
Winning all 3 lanes at the moment, you would have to say.
Yeah, 22 and 14 for that
bot lanes and top lane are relatively close, but yeah, this mid lane, absolute destruction.
Really
they
going
get both
well.
The water runes again.
Yeah, controlling the mid lane really heavily. Old 11 taking some damage here, getting pushed away from Uwu. And finally that soaring picked up.
Oh, have you seen
for
this?
The Brood too.
Have you seen what he's building on Mars?
Meteor Hammer.
Meteor Hammer, yeah.
Classic Mars item.
So we got it once on DK the other day. I think it was JT that did that, right?
I think it was,
we got it on
right?
Mars as well.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Feels like an interesting item to go for in an elimination game on a Mars.
I don't mind it too much. I think it's pretty good.
Bottom laning swell, and will be avoided thanks to the snowball, but good kick out from PYW. DY Stroke of Fate lands on a Phoenix. It's just in the webs and in the trees.
play around mid with this catapult wave, potentially on Radiant. Yeah, the supports are coming over. Okay. I was going to say, because you pressured this dude really hard. Lina has level 6. You want to try and use the advantage if you can.
Mm-hmm.
The Wyvern's turned up as well, just shoves the lanes out. And then all of a sudden it just feels a bit weird. You can't really, like, pressure the way that you want to.
They're just winning all 3 lanes. They've got a 1k lead already.
Oh my god, these denies. Oh, he's used Blink already.
And Anti-Mage in trouble. Poyo getting run down here. And one more right click coming in from Yuna to get the kill onto this Anti-Mage. Oh dear. Roll out though with the Inkswell. Boulder Smash slowing up Siamese Cat. I've gotten the lockdown. Stroke of Fate with the slow. Siamese Cat in trouble. And eventually... Well, I don't know if he falls.
Is he okay?
With Doom coming over, he might just be fine. Splinter Blast right click, stays near, roll again under the tier 1 tower now. Stroke of Fate from DY ends up getting the kill, but they've got Yuna to come on over with the tag team and the Scorched Earth. Doing a lot of damage to these Vici heroes, and now it's really not worth it. Doom wasn't having a great lane and is just given an injection of gold.
Yeah, that was really nice for Radiant side. I will say that the Mars is getting to just 1v1 a Spectre in the top lane right now, and he's feeling really good about it because of these support movements being, you know, coming around the map.
Phoenix. By the way,
that's the thing, when...
he's... Oh, go for it.
I was just going to say, when the Brood has no mana, you don't really trade that efficiently.
Yeah.
The Brood hits pretty hard, so...
I was gonna say, Brood's being played by the mid player, so it's interesting to see how he does on this Brood.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's a reason then why the mid lane went so difficult this time. It's because he's not a designated mid player.
Boulder Smash, Inkswell popping onto the Winter Wyvern. A little bit of an easier kill this time around as they have the control and are successful in getting that pick off. They've got the arena down. Spear, Meteor Hammer just got finished. That comes down onto the Spectre, and ooh, survives. For now. Eventually will fall.
It feels so good. You get the Meteor Hammer, you kill the Spectre straight away. Hell yeah. Yeah, they know where the ward is.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
$2K lead already for Vici.
I'd like to see the Tusk and the Wyvern try and play together more. I mean, I know they've had to come and try and play around this mid lane together, but...
LSA comes through. Laguna Blade used with the silence of the Phantom's Embrace. They'll get the kill. Taking out Yuna. Not on his classic Earth Spirit, as it was picked up for PYW this time around.
Top tower is under attack.
Phoenix lucky there wasn't an arena there.
No, old 11 with a spear might be able to kill Phoenix. He's lined up with a tree for a second. Because it would just be Spear, Meteor Hammer, God's Rebuke, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well...
I say just, but...
Yeah, I was going to say. Just, again, roll your head across the keyboard. Same as voice, but... Does it for you, you know? Good Mars players are such a joy to watch, though, I'll say. They're really impressive.
Well, for a long time, you had Chalice, who was really good at the Mars. He was really good at landing that Spear God's Rebuke combo where it stopped doing your tracks. Spear, Meteor Hammer on the arena, and Phoenix will die. And then top lane looking over as the ult gets used on Yuna, and Poyoyo's got a kill. But Doom comes in and immediately hit with the Phantom's Embrace. Won't be able to doom up anybody, and Vici with a clean escape.
This is getting really out of hand for Aster.Aries.
For sure.
Like, I look at the Spectre's net worth in comparison to the 3 Radiant cores. So this is tough.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Ooh, not finding much of anything, and the map is shrinking very quickly. And it's without the towers being gone that this map feels like it's shrinking. Old 11 getting chased. They'll use the haunt, get a kill on Old 11. He's out pretty far by himself.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
And they really want this tier 1 mid, but Aster.Aries throwing bodies to try and defend this, which they absolutely have to do. They could really do with having the Wyvern level 6 here as well. They're quite far away. I don't know whether he has the tome coming out or something, but...
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Oh, Walrus Punch
Oh my
and the
goodness.
Doom onto the Lina. They'll get the kill. They've got themselves 2 silence on the side of Aster.Aries. It's the Magnetize that continues to come out. The Mana Void is used, and Poyoyo gets the kill out onto this Doom. Although there is a follow-up from Phoenix on PYW, and PYW eventually gets Yuna. While that's happening, though, Old 11 gets a solo kill bottom on Uru.
Yeah, the 2 biggest cores on the dire side both going down. I mean, it's great they get the Lina, but they had to commit so much for it. You know, the Punch, the Doom, even the Brood and the Wyvern turn up as well, but...
Oh, boy. Swell. Ooh, Phoenix. He's going to run for this and get the kill out on a DY. The roll misses. Not hit that Brood, and that's a bit of an issue.
And that's a tough roll to hit, to be fair. So I don't... You know, can't really criticize that.
I will and I shall.
Dire's
Yeah, the tier
middle
1 mid.
tower has fallen.
And they're pushing top through. And they're about to get that tower as well.
Got it.
2 towers worth of gold going their way.
Tower is under attack.
Yo continuing to farm up. He's looking for that Battle Fury.
Dire's top tower.
So
He's almost there. Like, this guy's really farmed.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
smoke used. Phoenix is nearby. They do have the new blink on Old 11. He'll blink, miss the spear. The arena's down. They've got the ink swell on Old 11. And they will land the stun. The Meteor Hammer comes in as the roll is out from PYW. With a stroke of fate, Duo will get the finishing blow on this Brood. Phoenix dead again. Going for a Dagon on this Brood.
Sure. Why not? I want to say I've been really impressed with DY and PYW this game. It feels like they've been everywhere together just making things happen.
Snowball, Spectral Dagger with the Walrus Punch on DY. Hard to survive that. Battle Fury coming to get delivered for PYW, or for Poyoyo, sorry.
And if you didn't think he was ahead of the Spectre enough already,
Radiant's bottom
it's
tower
about
is
to...
under
Just gonna get worse.
It's going to get a lot worse. Because now AM has access to the Ancients as well.
'Tis not for thee.
We'll see how quickly he rises up through the net worth rank and how far ahead he gets from everybody. Some quick gold from those spiders with the God's Rebuke.
Imagine if they had any other core except Doom on the dire side. How far behind they would be.
Yeah, because he's only keeping up. He's got the Midas and the Devour, but he still feels like he's far behind in terms of what he's able to accomplish on the map.
For sure.
It's certainly not easy for him at the moment. Blink, Arena, Spear, all landing. Meteor Hammer coming in next. He's got the Ink Swell too. land the Meteor Hammer and the Ink Soul. They go to the Lacuna Blade. They're looking over at DY, but they have the silence on a couple of these heroes on the side of Aster.Aries. They end up losing Yuna. Is over here. That hits the Magnetize. The roll stopped in its tracks thanks to the Winter's Curse, which locks up 3 and gets the kill on a BYW. Now, Doom coming over, looking over at Ori, will throw the Doom out immediately. The Spear from Old 11 is not going to be in time to save the Lina. Spectral Dagger hits. And Old 11 will stick with the Lina. Ooh, math. Yeah. All right. They got it. Mana Void out, and they'll get the kill into Siamese Cat while all that's happening. Poyoyo comes in and joins for a kill.
That feels so good as an AM. When you just turn up to the end of the fight and you get a Mana Void kill when you've like only got Battle Fury as well. That feels incredible.
A lot of damage done there by the Spectre.
Almighty money.
Spectre going Manta Diffusal. Not sure what order, but has a Blade Mail.
I think you have to go Manta first on this hero. Like, it's just too good not to buy. Like, first big item, I mean. Sorry.
Right.
So it tends to be like you can either go like Blade Mail, Manta, or like Echo, Manta. I don't mind the Diffusal though afterwards as well. I think Skadi has a lot of value too, but I think Diffusal is much cheaper, much more damage.
Radiant's middle
Go
tower
W.
is under attack.
With the snowball as he's trying to roll, and now hit with the Spectral Dagger. Arena down in the Spear, looking for the Meteor Hammer to drop down on the Tusk, but this Doom, he's got that War Stop. He stuns up Old 11, and he's in way too far and over his head, so they'll get themselves yet another. That's 2 there for Aster.Aries.
Feels like they're forcing fights pretty hard when they don't need to
Dire's
on
top
Vici.
tower is under attack.
It's again positioning problems for them.
But you have to remember, it's 4 versus 5, right? You know, this AM doesn't want to fight at the moment. So you're just giving them kills that you don't need to give them.
You can see Anti-Mage pulling away pretty heavily.
Top tower is under
Although
attack.
Doom sticking with it kind of close. But everybody else far behind.
He's very close to having the Manta now as well.
And we'll find Siamese Cat. Phoenix, though, coming in. Yuna also here. And they will grab this kill on a Siamese Cat, but lose PYW in the process.
Love this Dagon. What a gamer. I'm trying to think of what the purpose would be.
Of?
The Dagon.
When in doubt, throw a zap out.
Is that a technical term? I haven't heard that one before.
I don't know.
Mercy stays my hand.
Is he going to go Dagon 5 B cup? Or does he go a different item? I mean,
why not?
I'd be really shocked if he upgraded it anymore before building something else.
Why not?
I'd be down for it. I just don't think he will.
He's got the gold for the upgrade on to level 2. I guess the question is, does he do it?
Spectre's farming pretty well, to be fair. All things considered.
I guess. I don't know. Hey, you're behind all 3 cores. You're only kind of catching up to this Mars.
Radiant are scanning.
Poyoyo has his Manta style ready to go. Like, I'm not sure if the farm is really catching up that much. But we'll see. We're going into the Daedalus next, farming up towards top. They 3-man smoked. PYW, Old 11, as well as DY. Poyoyo there, too.
They know something's
Husk is
going
coming
on.
over, and yeah, they'll get this kill onto Yuna. Should be an easy one as he gets silenced, hit with the Boulder Smash, and killed by Old 11. He's fine with tanking that gank.
Luckily, though, Phoenix takes the DD before the Radiant can get to it. Otherwise, it could have been just an easy Roche there. Or at least a Roche attempt.
It's still a 3K lead, but Vici aren't exactly pulling away too far just yet.
And the Spectre's keeping, like, neck and neck with the AM, right? This lead that they've got on Vici has been like it for a while. Hasn't really increased.
Arena, Spear, but Old 11, he's dead. Phoenix gets the kill. Get out of position there, but 4 heroes ready to make the pounce from Aster.Aries. Are you saying he's keeping up with the Anti-Mage minus the Battle Fury?
No. Like, the last few minutes, he's kept up with the AM.
Okay, I was going to say,
Top tower is under attack.
you're already far behind, so, like, is keeping up, you're still going to be
Yes,
3K
sorry.
behind, right?
What I mean is, like, they've been, like, 3K net worth difference apart the whole time.
Right.
Is under
That's what,
attack.
yeah. But is that good enough?
Yeah, I think it's going okay. It looks really bad, but this kind of, like, slow-paced game has really helped them.
Finally finishes off the Manta.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And this Manta timing is very, very strong. You know, don't underestimate this hero with the Manta. Oh, they're going to go Roche on the Radiant side. Okay.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Aster.Aries are coming over, though.
It's too late, though.
It's going to be close. Blink Infernal Blade, and they're going to go after this Grimstroke. They get the Aegis out of onto Poyoyo. The roll in from PYW. They're going to go after Brood. Magnetized down onto 2 with the BKBB popped here by SS. And Lena's kind of in a bad spot, blocked in by the shards. They'll throw the Doom out onto the Mars. They get the kill there on a PYW. Is this enough, though, to go really well for Aster.Aries? They've got the roll in. Old 11 now dead. That's 3 dead on the side of Vici. Poyoyo trying to do it by himself, and he can't.
Yeah, great fight for Aster.Aries. I mean, this Mars has felt so useless for, like, the last 5 minutes. Hasn't really achieved anything. I think it died twice, and now it gets doomed and dies again.
Yeah.
My thanks to thee.
Maybe making a move. Oh, Inkswell goes off in time, and they're going to get a kill here onto the Doom.
That's nice. He's going at Echo on the AM, by the way. I don't know if you realised. Bit of a weird one.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh my
Dagon
god.
upgrade.
There's not just one Dagon upgrade.
All the way
He's
to
gone
4.
straight to, yeah, he's gone straight to number 4. Oh my god.
Dire's top
I'm
tower
always
is
behind
under
it.
attack.
The upgrades.
And all the way to number 4, and now Winter Wyvern hit with the Mana Void silence up and killed off, now dominating for Poyoyo.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is
Just
under
quietly
attack.
gonna go get that tier 2 tower top. Like, that was a bad
Dire's
fight over by
top
the Roche
tower
pit,
has
and
fallen.
they still find their way into a tier 2 tower. I mean,
Yeah,
the
they-
Aegis
They get,
still in the hands of Poyoyo.
they get a good couple of pickoffs, right, on the Doom and the Wyvern, which kind of opens up the tier 2.
Mars
Dire's
was being looked at for a second. Blink Spear, Meteor Hammer onto an illusion. And it's going to be another tier 2. So kind of interesting to see Aster.Aries allow this to happen, but I say that and they go to the Witcher's Curse onto Poyoyo. Got that second life. War Stomp to follow it up with the BKB pop by Doom, and now they get the arena down onto 2 of these heroes, but with the BKB still going on this Doom, he's able to walk out of it. Poyoyo low, but moves forward, goes after Siamese Cat with a magnetized down on the side of Aster.Aries. They get the kill on the unit, though. Covert Siamese Cat, they should have 2. Poyoyo plays ring around the Rosie, and eventually down goes the Posey. which is Siamese Cat.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's
still
middle
chasing.
tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Phoenix just sitting on the high ground. Ooh. Bunch of pings as that courier flew over Phoenix's
Dire's
head.
bottom tower has fallen.
Smoke to go for more. To play aggressive.
Yeah, they know that they know Aster.Aries are going to be wanting to play top because this AM's been playing bot the whole time, right? So they smoke and they just instantly run across because they know that's where the whole of Aster.Aries is going to be.
Doom blinks back and roll over with the Inkswell. Inkswell lands on a Yuna. They've got the silence from the Geomagnetic Grip, and Poyoyo comes over for the Dag and Forth, thrown over onto this PYW Earth Spirit. They get the kill there, and now they're going to look over as the Soulbind. They've got the Tusk over on the Doom. The Mana Void hits both. Meteor Hammer comes down on a Siamese Cat. 3 Heroes dead immediately on the side of Aster.Aries. They've just pulled away with it after a bad fight.
Dire's middle tower.
It feels like this Roche has just enabled them to completely change the way they can play the game. Like this AM can play so much more aggressive now, right? Because there's no rebuttal. Like they can't really kill him twice.
Dire's
Take the
middle
tier
tower
3. They go
has
for the
fallen.
racks. They still have the Aegis in their hands for about 24 seconds. Coming around the side is the Brood for a second, but we'll lose those spiders to the Battle Fury. Okay.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I'd like the panel to do a full breakdown on the Dagon, please, on the Brood. I need to understand why.
Tis mine.
Because why not?
Are scanning.
That's all that
Sure.
needs to be said.
Cool, they're smoked up.
Inkswell, Shards, Snowball coming in, and they
Oh
get the
my
Doom out
goodness.
onto the Mars, but the Mars is already kind of far away. Getting that blink away, and oh, they catch up with him. They've got the War Stomp. BKB gets popped by the Doom. They might get the kill onto the Mars, but will they find anything else? Poyoyo coming over here, landing the Mana Void onto Siamese Cat, getting a kill onto the Winter Wyvern, who doesn't have buyback. The roll over hits, but PYW, well, he'll look to get out and just does by the skin of his teeth after getting the kill onto the Doom. They look over at Phoenix. They land the LSA. They've got the Luna Blade on a Yuna. Phoenix gone. Down goes Yuna. Triple kill for Poyoyo, making an ultra kill, taking out Ulu. Full team wipe. Vici come out ahead, only losing the Mars. It looked like they were going to lose PYW, but he's able to roll away. And Vici will win the series 2-1. He'll call GG on Aster.Aries.
Yeah, a bit disappointing, wasn't it? In the end, it looked like it was going to be a close game, and then all of a sudden they get a free Roche. And they just walk away with the game because the AM just blinks around and does whatever he wants the whole time. Because they don't really have great catch for him. So yeah, a little bit of a rushed ending, it felt like. But a good game all the same.
Yeah. Do you think that's a bit of an early call on the GG? Maybe they had one more fight left in them, or is